I tend to believe that agentic AI is not just marketing hype. Again, just to be clear, I'm not talking about workflow chaining with Zapier and N8N and Make and things like that. I'm talking about actual autonomous end-to-end work replacement. So what do we need to be doing as conservatives in this narrative war? What do we need to be thinking about? I just want to leave you with 5 things and then listen to some very bright people. The first is I think that in this era, we are entering a code red era for conservatives. Code red as an alert flare, but also code red, we need a code. We need to have a unified position. We just heard about the importance of having that central North Star vision. I think in politics, if you believe that AI is like fire and that it can burn down a civilization or warm a person a meal, particularly narrow AI, which all of you use, 99% of people use AI, whether they know they do or not, your weather app, your Netflix algorithm. We're not really talking about narrow AI. A lot of people are sort of fine with that. We're talking about the big stuff. But if you believe that it is like fire, then the torchbearers are going to matter. And so we should understand that we will have wide pendulum swings based upon political shifts. I think the second thing is in education. And I'm looking forward to hearing my colleagues' thoughts on this, because I think that kids are not going to just be able to be taught to find jobs. They're going to have to be taught to create them. My personal view, and shout out to the classicist over here, Spencer, is that the trivium is still the basis, but I think we could have 2 silos on top of that, an entrepreneurial layer as well as an AI layer. I think white-collar jobs are really at risk long-term, and by that I mean 5 to 10 years, probably less. The Moravec's paradox, this idea that things that we find hard are easy for machines and vice versa, is true. And so white-collar jobs tend to be more at risk than the blue-collar. The biggest threat, I think, for the people in the smart brains in this room that we will want to be tracking over the next several years with a AI trajectory is the bureaucracy. I think the danger is invisible algorithms, AI-powered social credit, digital debanking, cancel culture, scan and ban technology like Mike Benz fights against, people that are very smart doing that work in the censorship space. And then I think the final thing is on a personal level. If you're not at the end of your career and you have great aspirations and fire in the belly, you're going to have a brutal speed efficiency to catch up because of the speed with which the ground is shifting. I think conservatives can win that narrative battle, but we've got a lot of work to do. Because if the left wins, AI becomes dependence, surveillance, and indoctrination, and America drained of its soul. I think that we, on the other hand, can fight against those pixelated prisons and keep the ideas flowing freely. The way I'd end is this. People often say, if you had to put it in a word picture, sort of where are we right now? We saw the Trump AI action policy, very pro-innovation, very strong. This very first word on the actual past the introduction is acceleration. So I think we clearly have a guidelight there of where policy will be shifting. But I would say that right now, the everyday person sort of sees the right foot of America in the roses, the potential, if you will, metaphorically, and then the left foot hovering over that potential landmine, existential or political. I think together, hopefully, with the bright minds here and in this movement, we can plant both of America's feet on virtuous soil and preserve freedom and protect our soul.